Our results suggest that higher protein intake may be associated with a high risk of heart failure in middle-aged and older men. Further studies in diverse study populations are needed to elucidate the role of protein intake in the pathogenesis of heart failure. Hi, I am Sameep Ghosh, software engineer turned fitness professional, and throughout my career, I've focused on clearing myths and studied not only the headline but the entire research. I'm here to help you understand fitness and health in a very simple format and provide you resources which do not mislead you. There is so much information on the internet, and we are often confused as to what to believe in. Coming back to the topic, recently I've been observing that people are sharing that high protein diet is related to increased heart failure after Siddharth Shukla's demise, as you would all know. So I went through the entire study and I have posted the conclusion of the study as well, which has a very big may in between. It says that there may be a correlation between, but it's not proven. Let's understand what protein is and how they are the most important macronutrient for the optimal functioning of the body. Protein is the only macronutrient in which nitrogen is present, and protein is composed of 20 amino acids, out of which 9 are essential, which means that body can't produce these amino acids, and we have 11 amino acids which are non-essential. That means that these are so important that body can make it by itself and not rely on us, because we are scared of protein anyways. Just kidding. Now we need to consume protein because you might think that protein is for bodybuilders, but let me tell you, most of the hormones are made up of proteins. Insulin is made up of protein. All of the hormones as well, your hair, skin, nails, 70% of the body is made up of protein. Now what happens if you do not consume enough protein? It starts breaking its own protein and leads to muscle loss, bone mass loss, irregular function of the hormones, etc. Now, how much is actual excess protein? It's practically impossible to consume excess protein in a day because Indian population doesn't even consume the minimum, which is 1 gram per kilogram body weight. The protein consumption depends on the activity level as well. An elite athlete who has more physical demands needs to eat more protein with respect to the body weight in a day, whereas a normal person who goes for a walk 3 times a week, lifts weights 3 times a week, or maybe has a sedentary lifestyle will not require that amount of protein at all. Sources of proteins are basically your eggs, your meat, dairy, soya, beans, lentils, etc. You try having 300 grams chicken a day for a non-athlete, which will give you about only 90 grams protein. You won't be able to have it first of all, and even if you had it, it's not much protein. That is going to cause any harm. Okay, so I can go on and on, but let me just recommend the protein intake, and if you would like an in-depth video on this, please let me know in the comments. Protein required by a non-athlete is basically 1 to 1.2 grams per kg body weight in a day. For an athlete, however, it depends on how advanced they are. They will have somewhere around 1.5 to 2.5 times the body weight, which is absolutely safe. Also, protein is not steroid and it's not harmful. Also, we have always been distracted from the right things, so stay informed. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope this has helped. Feel free to comment and ask your doubts about proteins.